it's something that I've always felt like I've been lacking. And I just wonder what I could have achieved if I had more community. All right, so it's day one in LA. I am super fucking excited. It's beautiful, the hotel's beautiful, the view is beautiful. Let me show you the view from my room. Like, look at this. So good, so good. I have done a bit of work this morning, but I'm just really too exhausted to do any more. Really excited, can't wait to tell you all the amazing things I'm gonna learn this week. Well, the whole mastermind was about connection. And day one, we learnt so much. We learned about how to build a presentation for sales. Now, I know a lot about that, but it was good to see someone else deliver it who's an absolute expert, who's made millions in that space doing that strategy, and to get tips from him. It was also a really good boost for me to know that I'm delivering those sales strategies in the right way, in a way that makes the people already millions. So I'm on the right track already and my knowledge is sound, so that's good. I met my future social media manager, who's now gonna kind of help me with some of the Instagram stuff because I'm really struggling with consistency. She's gonna help me and I'm gonna help her build on LinkedIn. Like, we've got a trade, that's amazing. And then day two, we went back to the same house and we worked on funnels. So we talked all about the best funnels to run and how to do it. And I was able to ask loads of questions that I had about funnels where I've not delivered that type of funnel yet. So that worked really well. So that was cool. We had lunch, we had photos. Then on day three, it was the Elite Mastermind. So we did hot seats. Now, hot seats are very different to the first 2 days. If you've never been in a mastermind, never had a hot seat, everyone cries. Like, everyone cries. You think you're gonna talk about like really surface level funnel stuff and you don't. So I just sat in the chair and I started crying. I just started talking about depression. I started talking about the difficult month that I've had. I started talking about being treated unfairly. I talked about happiness. I talked about what I'm looking for. I talked about struggling with leaving a community. And I just cried. I just cried at the things that I've gained over the last year and the things that I've lost and the things that I'm feeling. And everyone in the room sat there and you know, this guy who is super successful, who started his business by being really generous, he said to me, "You are valuable just for existing." It's like, this isn't about the price, this is about your worth. And he said, like, you are worthy just because you exist. Like, stop obsessing over the price. And that was a lot. And he also said to me, you know, keep being generous, like, be generous. And he built his whole business through doing things for free and then started working with celebrities, and that really hit home because he's risen up into that space through being generous, which is amazing. And I've started to feel resentful of working for free and helping people for free because sometimes people take too much, and I've had friends who take too much and not realize that this is the way that I pay my bills now. And I don't want to stop being generous just because some people take too much from me. It was a good reminder that I should still keep doing the things that I'm doing. Like, that's really important, and it's really important to me. Be generous, always. It always comes back to you. It literally does. Oh, let me tell you about this. So we did a challenge where we were given $100. We were asked to maximize the $100 and then have the biggest impact that we could. What we decided to do was to match it, to give it to a charity for financial literacy for children, to kind of help them get out of poverty, and then shared it on socials and shared it with whoever we could. But some of these people have really big networks, and it just shown that you can use your network to just do good at any time. And the other group started to use an app called Kiva, and they gave lots of microcredit loans to women in business so that they could like buy a ceiling fan or like fix up somewhere that they work. And it was just, we did that in 20 minutes. 20 minutes, everyone in that room had this huge impact, and it's just like incredible for people to do that and to not just focus on themselves. So that was day 3. I've done 3 days of masterminding, of talking about our business, of crying, of talking about funnels, just so much different stuff. And doing it in LA has been amazing. I've been in a mansion in the hills. I've been with people who have already created multi-million-pound businesses, philanthropists. The things we've achieved in 3 days is just absolutely incredible. I've met some incredible people, and it just shows what you can achieve through going through a mastermind. And today I'm going for brunch. I'm networking some more. It's the last day, and then tomorrow I'm on to a photo shoot. Then day 4, we had brunch and we listened to sound bowls, which I'd not really experienced before, and like healing through music. And we networked, and I met people in HR. I met people I could work with. I met people interested in growing on LinkedIn. Like, it was really, really powerful. But I have gone in to that mastermind, to this retreat with one type of business, and I've come out saying, actually, I have coached big business owners and added revenue to their business just from the advice that I've given. And now I would like to work with those £500,000 businesses and talk to them about their personal brand, talk to them about their LinkedIn following, talk to them about how they're going to grow and what strategy they're going to use and whether they're going to use ads and how they're using copywriting. Yes, I can help you design the funnel, but I can also coach you in positive psychology, and let's find out what your purpose is and where your business is going. So I want to do that more for these solopreneurs that have this £500,000 business but haven't yet worked out that part of the business and they want to grow. But I was resisting that because of how I feel about myself, and because I've always felt like I need to help the people at ground zero, when actually I've worked in corporate, I've worked with, big people at the top of FTSE companies, I've got the masters in marketing, I've grown a 6-figure business fast, like really fast. I have mentored other people with bigger businesses than me and given them advice that they've then implemented, which has changed their business. I can do this. I've grown 10,000 followers. Like, this is who I am. I am well within my right to start working with those people and charging for that service. And actually, I think I will be way more powerful and change more lives if I do that, rather than just helping the people at ground zero that need something different from me. So being in a mastermind has just enabled me to change my business really quickly to what I actually want it to be. And then on the last day of the mastermind, I met someone that wants to work with me one-to-one in that capacity. And I've just removed one-to-one off the table. I was like, I don't want to do that. And the reason I didn't want to do that was because I was working with people at zero, trying to help people with a really low budget, because that makes my heart sing to get them out of corporate, etc. But actually my level of knowledge and my level of conversation is up here. So why can't I help both people? Why did I take one-to-one off the table and not sell that and put everyone into a group when I can have both? I can have the high level conversations with the bigger business owners. I can have the conversations about, okay, this is where you start. I can do it all. But I've been resisting the higher ticket, and masterminds kind of help you uncover this in yourself. They give you the confidence and they give you the information that you need to actually do this stuff and put it into practice. And I feel like I'm going home with a completely different idea of who I am, a different idea of where I want my business, with new connections, with people that can teach me new things that can get me there, with potentially new clients as well, all from just spending a week in LA. I'm here in LA doing my first LA photo shoot, which feels completely different to doing it in the house. We've done some posy shots, we've done some comfy shots. Now we're just filming in this jumper, which actually has a stain on it. Which you're not going to see in the photos. I'm feeling expensive. I love it. We are here in LA, shooting in the middle of the road.
You can even look out down the road or out into the horizon in front of me.
Cars coming. So one of the biggest reflections I've had about this mastermind is that if you want to achieve big things, you have to get out of your office and you have to get out of your home and really experience life and meet people and find people you can help and find people that can help you and connect and find your friends, because community is absolutely everything. And it's something that I've always felt like I've been lacking. And I just wonder what I could have achieved if I had more community. And I've been really generous with my time, but what if I was more generous? What if I was more giving? What if I got more involved with the community and more people and actually shared my expertise in as many ways as possible? What might I have achieved then? So community is just the most important thing, and you will underestimate it and you might struggle to connect with lots of people or find your people, but you do that by getting out of your comfort zone, by going to masterminds, by going to retreats, and by seeing what is truly possible.